And joining us now on our feed as we continue to watch our round of 16 action unfold, a man who provided some of the best drama of our morning session. Of course, he went down a set, but if you've ever watched him compete, you know the winningest man in Columbia men's tennis program history. He is never out of the match. It's our quarterfinalist, Columbia junior Michael Zheng, joining us now. Michael, first of all, congratulations to you on the victory, my friend. Talk me through that matchup. You know, Thomas Pulsell doesn't give you anything for free. How difficult was it to grind your way through that one?
Yeah, thank you, Alex. It was a tough match for sure. I mean, I think he came out playing really solid, not giving any errors and hitting the ball really deep. And I kind of struggled with the pace of his ball a little bit. He was hitting like really deep. It was coming really flat and fast. And I was missing some forehands, and I didn't put a lot of first serves in. So he was cracking my second serve. I was starting a lot of points on the back foot in the first, and then in the second and third, I started serving much better, putting a lot more first serves in, and then I was able to dictate some of the points a little more. And once I got my forehand going a little bit, I think that's when the match started going my way.
Yeah, no, it's a very fair assessment from you, my friend. Now, I'm also curious, 5-4, love 40, second set. You get through a game like that. What does that do for your confidence in the third? And again, to get pushed to 3 sets, but ultimately earn the victory, how does that help your confidence here for the rest of this week?
Yeah, I mean, that was a big hold for sure. I mean, when it gets 5-all and,
Yeah.
you know, he gets a hold there, maybe it's a tie break, that can go either way. But yeah, that was a big hold. I was just telling myself, you know, 1 point at a time, I came up with some big first serves, and it was just a little bit of a relief to get the set. And then I just got it going. I think he played a little bit of a loose game. His first service game in the third gave me a free break, and then kind of just like ran from there.
Yeah, no, again, it's a credit to you that you were able to find that momentum as quickly as you were. I am curious, you're the reigning NCAA singles finalist, so it's not as though you haven't been here before. Does it feel a little bit different this time around? I mean, I know the other tournament was, 6 months ago, but do you feel, I don't want to say like a favorite, but is it just more familiar with maneuvering this process? How does that previous experience help?
Yeah, I think it helps a lot. But, you know, it's always everyone's here trying their best to win. I mean, it's like the biggest tournament in college tennis. So, you know, everyone's going to give their best and compete as hard as they can, and no different from me. So, yeah, I think the previous experience helps. I would say being the 2 seed, I don't think anyone really expected the run from me last year. Yeah. But, you know, this year I'm just going to keep kind of that same underdog mentality and just take it one match at a time.
Yeah, no, it's a credit to you that you are able to do that so successfully. Well, my last 2 questions for you. Looking at last year's field, I mean, again, the list of players, Mondays, Rodeshes, Spazieris, Fernleys, Bosforettis, Cassones, like all the pro success those guys are having, that's your peer group. I'm curious what seeing those guys going off and having that success does for your confidence, does for your hunger moving forward.
Yeah, I think it's huge for just college tennis in general. You see a lot of the guys, even now, like Kenta Miyoshi just made a semi-final at a challenger. A lot of the guys here are doing really well on the pro circuit, and you know that does give you a lot of confidence just to show that, you know, these are the guys that you're competing against, you're beating and going tough with. So once you give it a shot, you know, it gives you a lot of confidence just to keep going, and you know, it just really just gives you that confidence.
Yeah, no, I can only imagine what that's like. I want you to know my peer group, we didn't have that sort of success. I will say one roommate's a dentist, the other's a doctor, so that keeps me going professionally, certainly. But I imagine in tennis it's even that much more fun. Well, my final question for you, next up, Louis Maxton of TCU. I'm curious what you know about the seniors game, what it's going to take for you to continue to advance.
Yeah, I mean, I actually played him a couple weeks ago at a hidden duel in LSU. It was a close match. I won 6-6, and I think he's playing really well. Honestly, a little bit lucky to scrap that one out. I was playing quite well. It's a high-level match, and, you know, I'm just expecting him to bring his A game. Yeah, he's hitting his forehand really well and serving well, so I'm just going to keep it going.
Yeah, I love to hear that. Well, certainly you have kept your run going here. What is that now? You've won, I'm going to say, 7 of the last 8 NCAA singles matches that you have played, and back into the quarterfinals as well. It's Columbia junior Michael Zheng. Michael, congratulations on the victory today, and obviously good luck to you the rest of this week, my friend.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Alex.